of the many, but fate of the few. This is the story of ones who were true. No compromise, all sacrifice. Accepting the fact they will be there.
What's up, everyone? This is Robby from Bayareabandstand. We're here live at Breakers right now on Facebook. You might be watching this, so maybe you didn't catch the live feed, but we're here with Decades In. We got Josh and Daniel.
What's going on?
If you guys want, just tell a little bit about who you are, what you play, and your role in the band and everything.
Well, I'm Josh. Play bass for this band. I also do like all the booking and managing and making sure these guys' schedules match up with the bands. I'm like the nanny kind of at times.
It's not an easy job.
The band mom.
Yeah, band mom / dad, uncle. Yeah, I'm like constantly doing this, like even at work too. So it's just always something to do with this band every day. But that's usually kind of what I deal with, and I enjoy it.
Nice. Daniel?
I'm Daniel. I'm the singer. I'm the Asian guy in the band.
Doesn't carry equipment, does it?
I carry equipment. Our drummer makes me carry his crap all the time. But yeah, I just make the songs, help out write the songs, scream, sing, go wherever Josh tells me to go.
Why don't you guys give a shout out to the rest of the band members that couldn't make it?
Yeah, Michael's our drummer, also our videographer at times. He's out trying to, I think he's trying to get laid right now. I hope
Is she on Facebook?
Yeah, she's on Facebook.
What's her name? Should we know?
No. Anyway, and then our Adam, he's doing Adam stuff. Just I can't even explain.
What is he doing?
He plays guitar most of the time. Other than that, I have no idea what he does.
He doesn't own his own audio company or anything like that. So.
Oh yeah, I guess like a shout out Zetnam Sounds. Yeah, he's really into that. He likes to ride bikes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kevin, why don't we check out the video? Why don't we show these people what's going on over here so they know what's going on? Can you guys see that?
Look at that.
Cool. Is anyone saying? I see if Jamal wants to ask any questions. Jamal, where you at, man? Okay, cool. So Decades In, we're teaming up Bayareabandstand to do an interview. We're just trying a bunch of different stuff to try to navigate this crazy online world for bands. So we're just going to talk a little bit about what they're up to, where they've been, where they're headed. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's start off. I think everyone, if you're in the scene, you know Dennis is dead. Is officially dead. So we don't know if he's really dead. But can you guys talk about a little bit of like your Dennis is Dead times, members, if anything's changed, and what we can expect from them? But like, go a little bit for the history of Dennis is Dead first for us.
Let's see. Well, if you really want to start it all the way back, Josh, myself, and our drummer Michael, we've been a band together since we were like in middle school, and we were called The Usual back then. We were like high school, middle school, and we played a lot of like Green Day, like pop punk stuff.
Pop punk.
When pop punk was dying, we were a pop punk band.
Now it's coming back.
Yeah, now it's coming back. So go figure.
But yeah, but then like when we try to play like those punk alternative rock shows, it wasn't as fun. And somehow later on, high school, junior, senior year, we started to play some hardcore shows still as a pop punk band. And we just realized how much more fun it was, and the scene was really thriving, and and then from then on we decided to play heavier stuff, and slowly transitioning into Dennis is Dead.
Yeah, I think just the atmosphere of the shows really got us really like pumped up because even as before, like we wanted to play shows. Everyone wants to play shows where people are moshing or doing whatever, just getting excited about the music, but. I think we really got that thrill out of, at the time, Screamo or whatever, like with like bands like local bands from Fremont, like The Subtle Way, and, just seeing how their fans interacted with them and their music just kind of really got us pumped. And, at first we didn't even, coming from just straight Green Day, Sum 41, Blink-182, whatever, we weren't even really into like the screaming stuff at first either.
You guys are predominantly East Bay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you played shows. What were some of the venues, like the Ashland Hall and stuff like that?
Ashland Hall,
San
Fruit
Lorenzo, the
Time.
Pond. Did you guys ever do that?
Yeah, we
Pond.
played with you.
Yeah.
We played
Five
with you at the
Kids.
Pond,
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Daniel, was that the booker? I think his name was Daniel.
I don't remember how we even got that show, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean,
So long ago.
before I took over, someone else was doing the booking for us. I just think, and I mean, I think the first band that got me into more of this style of music was from Autumns to Ashes.
Oh, yeah.
So I heard that and I was like, hey, it's not that bad. And I just kept listening to it from then on, and just, you just venture off and kind of figure
Was
it
that
out.
when Dennis is Dead really like decided to kind of go towards that like more heavier approach?
It was more like when we were the usual, we started to go heavier. And then once we realized that we wanted our music to be much heavier than what we were before, then we were thinking about changing the band name.
Yeah.
Is that when Ray came in? Because I know Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
Are we allowed
Yeah.
to talk about Ray? Are
Yeah,
we
no,
cool?
Ray.
What's
Yeah,
up?
no, definitely. Ray definitely became a major part of the band once we started shifting over. I mean, since his genre and background was predominantly metal anyway, it kind of just naturally worked out. And he was always in his band that he had too, but
What band was that?
they were called Sound Wraith at the time. It was just all instrumental, like Dragon Force style, just like really long progressive songs, and they were all really good. I mean, but he had seen that we're just more active at the time, playing more shows and things like that, and he really wanted to play shows, and it just kind of all seemed to work out at the time.
What year was that when like Dennis is Dead? What would you say with Dennis is Dead? It was like really before you guys started touring and stuff. What?
That was like
06,
2006,
2007.
07.
That's when you started really getting going.
Yeah,
'cause I think that's when we
yeah.
started playing. with
Yeah,
you guys.
exactly, and that was like near the end of high school for us, like junior, senior year was when we did it. I think what really helped us out a lot was we also had like the Fremont Teen Center, which like
Teen Center.
they definitely like it wasn't constant shows
It's not
there,
around
but
anymore.
when it's still there, but you're not gonna see a show there
Yeah.
ever again.
Especially like spin kicks. And
Yeah, we actually we have a long history with them only because we played our first show there as usual as a pop punk band, and
Yeah.
the woman that booked the show there, she really liked us because we were really like young 15-year-old kids, and they were like, oh, you guys are cute, whatever,
And you
wanna
came
play.
back with
Yeah, and we came back,
breakdowns.
and then there was like 200 kids there, and people were getting punched, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's like,
Stop punching people. Stop punching people.
Yeah.
That's how venues get closed down.
yeah, and so
I think she hates us now.
yeah, I
What's her
think,
name? Should we say hi to her?
no.
What is-
Yeah, let's not go
That's
there.
who Michael's with right now. So okay, so Dennis is Dead 06, 07, 08, and then now like metalcore, it's like really picking up, really going crazy.
Yeah.
What are some of like the highlights of the Dennis is Dead era that you guys remember the most?
So when we first started changing our name to Dennis is Dead, we played at a venue in Fremont called Pizza Patio, which actually his mom Janet,
my
she-
mom actually
she
ran that
it.
venue.
Okay,
She
nice.
Yeah.
she booked all the bands.
I don't think
there.
we knew that. That's some insight.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she, like my there people would know her as like the Pizza Patio lady or something
Nice.
like that, and then we're actually, since we always played there as well too, like if they didn't know who Dennis is Dead was, like, oh, you guys are the Pizza Patio kids, because like we were
Yeah.
there every show whether we helped out or played,
Right.
Good.
So yeah, actually my mom was booking all the bands there at the time. That was really our hometown venue for almost like a year.
Yeah,
And,
it's really where we like started to grow as like
Yeah.
Yeah, when you could
hardcore
put your own
metal
shows
band.
on as a band, like that was always good.
Yeah,
like, when we did
exactly.
Pacifica shows, people. Would
Yeah,
rock,
and I
so-
think that's like we actually played shows there with a band called Breakpoint, which actually they're called I the Mighty now. So,
Oh, really? So
yeah,
that's cool.
we've been playing.
Were they
with them,
doing like acoustic stuff back then?
same
still, or, like-
stuff? Yeah,
Same
they were
stuff,
still
yeah.
rocking it. Still had a pretty.
So
good
if you don't
fan
know,
base.
I the Mighty is like on tour with freaking Coheed and Cambria now, Pierce the Veil. I think we have some insider information. I won't tell by who, but I the Mighty is probably gonna do a headline tour. So keep an eye out for
Oh
that.
wow.
You didn't even know that, did you? But yeah. No, we're super close with those guys in that.
Oh,
camp.
okay.
Like, their manager is like good close friends with ours.
Oh, okay.
And he's taught us a lot, growing up, and he's
Got
really
it.
killing it. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. So you guys knew I the Mighty.
Yeah,
before
exactly. Before
they
they're I the Mighty, yeah, and still same members too, which is kind of cool. So like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
similar
it's
to
awesome.
us
And they're,
because
like,
like
the
you see them
nicest
change,
guys.
over
They're
time.
super
you know?
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be a good highlight just because like that's where it kind of all started for us, and then I think from there, I would say getting signed to Negative Progression Records was
right.
the next highlight because as a small band, you're just we want to get signed,
Yeah.
from everything takes off from there,
Yeah.
apparently. But
Well, let's talk about it for
Yeah.
a second because there's a lot of like younger, like you guys, been in the scene for a little bit longer, but like I always try to like learn from people's experiences. So I know because I used to talk to Ray a lot about doing that. So like
Yeah.
maybe the pros of that, the cons of that.
Yeah.
When you get hit up and you're starting to gain your own buzz, like are there things you should watch out for, or things you look forward to? It doesn't have to be specific from that, but maybe stuff you've picked up through that. Because you were kind of alluding to like young, hungry, and eager,
right.
but you still got to keep your mental.
Yeah.
What'd you individually learn from that experience?
What year was that when negative progression came to us?
So negative progression had known about us because the guy who ran it, Seth Hyman, he used to live out here in the Bay Area, and he was actually at Pizza Patio. We had booked the Soda Way CD release show there.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually at that show,
cool.
and before we had even known who he was.
And the Soda
anyway.
Way was signed to negative progression.
Yeah, they were signed to them at that time, and so that's where he had seen us, and then he just kind of followed us from there. And anytime the Soda Way played a show in Fremont or around the area, he would make sure that we would be on the show as
you guys
support.
brought the kids out.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I think that's where he got wind of us, and I think actually Ray had approached him about signing us, and he had actually been interested in doing something like that. And so I think from there, like, I mean, when it was something like that, I would say that's more of like a better thing, rather than, just getting hit up by like some random people like, come be on our
So you guys had a relationship.
Yeah, it was kind of like a relationship. So, I mean, I would say that's something really positive. I mean, if you can do something like that, I would say that'd be something more solid.
So that's a good lesson. Relationships are key. Networking's key.
Yeah.
Get to know people. It's like going on dates,
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have any more iced tea. I'm gonna drink your iced tea.
It's like the iced tea's looking good on camera.
Daniel, did you learn anything specific? Just labels, or when you're younger,
At the time when we first were signed, it was like something brand new happening to us, and we were like, we didn't know anything, so we were kind of like wide-eyed, open kids,
Yeah.
So we didn't really. For me, like, we didn't really think of like any precautions or anything. We were just like, let's do this.
Yeah, we're like, oh yeah.
Did you guys have to sign a contract and everything?
Yeah, we actually did.
All right. Did your lawyer look it over?
Actually, I actually went to school at Expressions College in Emeryville.
Okay.
I graduated there. We actually had a music law class there,
Nice.
so I learned a little bit.
That's
and
good.
we actually I had spent myself like about a week going through the contract. It was only a 4-page contract.
Well, that's a good learning experience.
Yeah,
too.
so
You'd be surprised how many people just like,
Exactly.
No, but it was a lot to go through.
Yeah, and then like we literally had like a meeting. Like that was probably like our first professional thing we've ever done. Like as a band, we're like, oh, let's highlight stuff.
Yeah,
and
we
that
went to
don't know.
Walmart, bought like highlighters and pens.
Yeah, like we're just like,
Didn't
all right.
even have 'em in the
Yeah. And so we looked through it. I mean, everything was pretty standard, I guess. Nothing like that would bind us to anything like substantial in the future. And so we kind of just went along from there. And
so it was just for that run of that. CD you guys
which is what we were a lot interested in too, because he didn't want to tie you up for 2 records. Not if the first one didn't do good,
And this is kind of the time where like people still weren't sure if people were buying records or not.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It was really in the middle of all that, because now
I've had a lot of friends get caught up in like 5 record deals.
Yeah, and then
and you can only get through 3.
Yeah, exactly. A day to remember.
Or all kinds of them. Let's check out the live. Let's see. Leave the camera alone. You stop, Gordon. All right, let's see. You guys know Jamal Tyranny? Just want to say hi and give you the love.
I do know of
Keep
him.
making the dank.
I heard you're trying to be in a band, I think. Do you want to fill in for guitar?
Okay.
We have a tour coming up. We might need a person for that tour.
July 29th, August 12th.
Jason Espinoza said, "What up, Dennis is dead."
Oh, this guy.
Jason.
Yeah, he's actually, he runs Legends Never Die Clothing. He's one of our sponsors.
All right. So yeah, shout out to Legends
trolling,
Never Die.
trolling us right now.
R&B, baby.
All right.
I'm dodging bullets on my left and my right. My partner next to me was lost